CPGA Golf Professional Craig Vogel. This is CPGA Golf Professional Quinn Powell. We are at the Inglewood Golf Club. We're going to run through a little fitness seminar today, focusing mainly on joint mobility and strength. So here's our model, Quinn Powell, big strong guy. Is he the most mobile guy in the world? Well, we're going to find out today. Okay, so first step, we're going to work on neck mobility. Okay, so Quinn, we're going to work on the forward glide. So I'm going to actually get you to stand this way towards the camera, and basically what we're going to try to do is get the chest up. Feel like there's a string on the back of the head, so that's elevated. Now I just want you to glide your head forward and back, forward and back. I want you to keep your shoulders and your chest nice and steady. Perfect. So what we're trying to do here is alleviate a lot of the startle reflex syndrome that a lot of people have. If you're sitting in office all day into that crouch posture, your neck gets weak and short. So when you're playing golf, you need a little bit of mobility in those muscles. So this is the first step in that series. Now we're going to do the second for the neck exercises. So standing facing forward, Quinn, we're going to do the lateral tilt. Okay, so I just want you to tilt your head to one side and tilt it to the other. Now if you turn from this angle, the key is that the chin stays pretty level. You don't lift the chin up. Can you demonstrate the chin up, Quinn? Yeah. So you want to keep everything in a nice level plane and keep everything relaxed and breathe and smooth. Okay, so the next one we're going to work on is the rotation. So face the camera again. So basically you're just going to stand up, and all these exercises are important to have a good posture. Chest up. Now we're just going to rotate to the left and rotate to the right. Again, keys are that you don't move your shoulders, you don't move your chest, all the motion occurs about the neck. Okay, how does that feel?
Good.
Good, alright. Okay, so we're going to work on shoulder mobility next, okay? So shoulder mobility, just put the arms straight out, okay? And then I want you to do big circles going forward. And the key is, see how you're bending your arms there? You want to keep those elbow joints locked the whole time. Yeah, big circles. Perfect. Okay, now go the other way, keeping it locked, nice and smooth. Make sure to breathe. And basically that's just going to unlock that ball and socket joint of the shoulder. It's going to be better for increasing the turn in the golf swing, generate a little more club head speed, a little more consistency. Okay, now we're going to work on thoracic rotations. So again, you want the chest up, fold the hands across the chest, and I just want you to rotate from your thoracic spine, so the mid part of your back, and keep your hips facing forward the whole time. So you don't want any hip movement. So what we're trying to do here is disassociate the shoulder. Yeah, a little cricky-cracky going on. Trying to disassociate the upper body from the lower body so you can increase that turn, increase that X factor, increase that power. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is the squat. Okay, so the key in the squat is to get as much of a range of motion as possible with good form. So just with your feet about shoulder width apart, I want you to angle your feet out slightly. Okay, and then when you go down, I want you to keep your chest up and feel like your knees spread apart. Perfect. Okay, do it from the side angle now. So what you want to watch is that essentially the hips go straight down. You don't want to be doing it where the butt goes too far back, because you're trying to increase the range of motion of the hips. You're not trying to bend from the lumbar spine here. So actually Quinn's got a really good range of motion on this exercise. This is the key for power and health, because you're putting a lot of shear torque on your spine. So if your hips aren't moving, then it's going to be, all that force is going to be on your spine. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to work on is called the hinge. So I just want you to turn sideways towards the camera, and then basically just want to imagine there's a wall about 6 inches behind you, and you want to hinge and just press your butt straight back, like that. And then when you go forward, just press your hips out. Okay? So we're trying to pivot from the hip joint here. It's called a hinge because you're hinging your hips and then exploding forward just like you're jumping. Again, this is going to give you more power, more flexibility, more consistency, because it'll let you maintain your spine angle. Okay? Now we're going to run into the ankle mobility. So just lift your leg up in the air and just simply rotate your ankle back and forth. So 360 degrees of rotation. And it's also good balance exercise.
Good balance,
yeah, this is actually challenging the balance. And actually, while we're on that, so we're on this. So now I want you to stand on one leg, and I want you to look up. I want you to look down, sideways, other way. See? Now you've lost your balance. So what that does when you stand on one leg and you move and you gain all this different range of motion is that it challenges your balance. So that in the golf swing now it allows you to stay centered and allows you to stay dynamically balanced while you swing. There's two different kinds of balance. There's static balance when you set up, and then dynamic balance when you're actually swinging. So that drill will actually improve your dynamic balance. Okay, so now we're going to do wrist rotations. So just put your hands out in front of you, and then just make as big a circle as you can, trying to push the hands together. And you want to get as much range of motion as you possibly can, and then you want to go the other way.
Whoa.
And a few more creaks and cracks. Okay, now we're going to work backwards from there, and we're going to go to the elbow joint now. Okay, so the elbow joint, you want to imagine that it stays stationary, and then you just want to make big circles. Okay, there we go. There's a tight, those big bulging biceps that are restricting your motion.
Restricting motions. Interesting.
Yeah. And then go the other way, and just the biggest circle you can get. Yeah, so try to feel like, oh yeah, you're locked up there.
Locked up good.
Okay, so anytime you anytime you find an exercise that you're locked up in, that's when you focus on. Okay, and while we're on it, so we're going to talk about reps here. Generally, you want to start out as many as you can do in perfect form. Eventually, you want to get to whatever your age is, and you want to do that many reps. So if you're
35.
Then you want to work up to 35 reps. You want to do it daily. Do it in the morning. It should take you only about 10 minutes to do. Consistency is the key. Okay, so we got all that done now. So we're gonna do one more exercise for the shoulder blade, and it's for actually shoulder blade stability. So we'll get you to turn sideways again. Okay. So I want you to get your chest up, pull your shoulders back and down. Clasp your hands in front of you. Now try to pull them apart while keeping your shoulder blades together and down. Okay? Pull them apart, rotate them, go the other way. Okay, now you want to dynamically do it. So start just with that same posture, just try to hit it together.
Like that?
Just like that.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So I mean it's kind of silly. Some of them you look kind of funny, but what you're trying to do is increase the range of motion in every joint, so that when you make the golf swing at a high rate of speed, that all the joints will work, and you won't get injured, and you have a better chance of making a good golf swing. So that is the joint mobility portion of this video lesson. If you'd like more information, you can go to the inglewoodgolfacademy.ca, or you can call Inglewood Pro Shop 403-272-4363. And we'll continue on. We're going to be doing a couple tips a month. We're going to focus on fitness, technique, and everything else. So feel free to contact us at any time.